How Emma came up with signature awkward dance in WWE NXT. Seth Rollins' former WWE rival rushes to help him after Raw. Legitimate injury suspected. Alexa Bliss plans to stay off Twitter for her mental health. LANA throws subtle shade at how Tony Khan runs AEW.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sohaib and you're watching Wrestling Fact.
First update. It's bad update for Seth Rollins fans. Seth Rollins collapses and helped to the back after WWE Raw. As seen on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins challenged Austin Theory for the United States Championship in the main event of the show. Seth Rollins vs. Austin Theory was an intense one from start to finish, as both competitors gave it their all to win the match. Despite his best efforts, Seth Rollins was unable to win the match. As revealed by fan footage after the show went off the air, Seth Rollins struggled to exit from the ringside area, and at one point, he fell to the ground before getting back up again. Due to this, many fans were concerned that Rollins might have been injured. It appears that he could have hurt the same knee that gave him trouble years ago. We certainly hope Seth Rollins did not suffer any injury and will be healthy enough to compete in the ring again soon. We'll keep you updated on his condition. What's your take on this story? Sound off in the comments. Second update. How Emma came up with signature awkward dance in WWE NXT. WWE superstars can be known for any number of things, from their finishing move to their promo skills. Emma is known for a number of things, including her unique ring entrance, which includes her own kind of dancing. On a recent episode of the Out of Character podcast, the Australian superstar opened up about her time in WWE NXT and how she came up with the awkward dancing that became famous for her character. The real story behind that is, this is back in the day before NXT, when we were at FCW back in Tampa, and at the time Dusty Rhodes was there, and one of the big helpers in that creative department was Byron Saxton. Emma began. We had selected this music, and I heard this music and gone, that's kind of weird, but maybe cool. It's almost sort of alien-like, but whatever, let's go with that music. But what do I do though? Because that's kind of a weird song. Byron was the one that was kind of like, maybe do something with your arms. It was basically Byron and I walking around the room doing these kind of weird arm things that inspired the dance. His was more of an Egyptian dance, and I was a little more loose with it, a little more obnoxious with it, she said with a laugh. It was so ridiculous and horrible, and I was so dedicated to this dance, that people just wanted to be part of it. Emma was eventually released from WWE, before she spent years in Impact Wrestling and the Indies. She eventually made her return to WWE, where she was placed in an on-screen program with her real-life boyfriend Madcap Moss, an experience that she has to pinch herself over to make sure it's real. What's your take on the situation with Emma's dancing? Sound off in the comments. Third update. There are many WWE superstars who are beloved by fans all over the world. However, with that love, the celebrity status also brings detraction and heat for those superstars from the fans. It looks like that is the case with Alexa Bliss, who plans to stay off social media to tackle that. Alexa Bliss proved herself as one of the most exciting WWE superstars of this generation. Moreover, Bliss has proven her worth inside the squared circle, winning a total of 8 championships so far in WWE, with a long and bright career still ahead of her. However, Alexa Bliss' fame also brought uncomfortable situations and hatred from a certain section of fans. The former 5-time women's champion recently posted on Twitter about focusing to improve her physical and mental health. while calling going off Twitter as the way to achieve her supposed New Year's resolution. "This year I'm focusing on my mental and physical health, and I think majority of that is gonna boil down to staying off Twitter lol." Alexa Bliss recently competed against Bianca Belair on this week's edition of Monday Night Raw for the Raw Women's Championship. However, the match saw Bliss snap at a WWE official and lay a hellacious beat down on the Eastern Standard Time of WWE. Do you think Alexa Bliss will return to her dark character soon? Sound off in the comments. Fourth update. LANA throws subtle shade at how Tony Khan runs WWE welcomed back a few former superstars over the past several months, and it seems that the door is open for many more returns. That also creates a situation where one might find former stars lauding WWE's praises, for whatever ulterior motives they might have. While speaking to the Bayley Wrestling Show, CJ Perry did not hide her thoughts about WWE versus AEW while throwing a little shade at Tony Khan. She relented that TK will run AEW however he runs his business. That being said, there is a reason why WWE is a global powerhouse. Tony Khan runs his business however he'd like to run his business. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a reason why WWE is the greatest wrestling franchise and one of the greatest franchises in the world, and it's because they value sports entertainment, storytelling, and not just fighting for a wrestling title, but they value resolving conflict in the ring, and that's what makes wrestling special. You can fight over anything like Jericho would fight over a list. Rusev fought in my honor so many times. I fought Summer Rae because she took my ex-boyfriend that I hated, and I wanted revenge. Those type of things are relatable and are relatable to women. A lot more women watch these stories where it's a soap opera where we resolve our conflict in the ring. That's what WWE is great at. Storytelling, bringing comedy battles, funny things, serious things. Personally, it's why I love WWE, because it's not just wrestling, it's entertainment as well, and I'm here to entertain and put smiles on faces. Not just be the best wrestler. That's where I stand on the two different promotions. LANA also admitted that she would shut down her premium content website if WWE gave her a call. This was after she pretty much confirmed that Rusev Day will return to WWE in some fashion. Miro has not returned to AEW television yet. After his wife's recent comments about Tony Khan, we have to wonder how long it will be until the Redeemer makes his return to Dynamite, or if he will only get booked on Dark. What's your take on this situation with Miro? Sound off in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys in my next video.